So, I feel like this video is past due, but it's not done when it should be done, when it should have been done. I'm gonna say that. Like I said, I've been getting emails, messages, comments asking me to do certain videos. I record and then they don't upload, and then I guess they try to upload for so many times and I forget about it, thinking that it's uploaded, and then it just times out. So, Motorcoach pros and cons. I'ma say pandemic. The pro, I can't think of a pro right now because a lot of it is cons depending on what company you work for. I worked for a major company that has been in the game for such a long time, that drives coast to coast. I feel that they forced themselves to still be in business during a pandemic when they should have just took a break. Now my job, when the pandemic happened, they asked for voluntary furloughs, and I was one of the people who hopped on it. I was furloughed from March to July 14th. I took the voluntary furlough because I was on a last chance agreement. I had got in trouble I got caught with a headset while driving. I hit the brakes, set off the camera. So I was like, yes, anything to be away from the job, and not walk on pins and needles for that whole year. Cool, I'm gonna do it. I honestly, when the pandemic first happened, I thought this was going to be like a 3-month thing, and then they were just going to be on top of it and it was going to be gone. No, that is not our reality. A lot of small companies, like starter companies. Peter Pan's not a small company, but I know they shut down service, period, point blank. And their people start coming back. Not just coming back, but they've been slowly adding more service to their schedules. Going to work was like suiting up for battle. It was our responsibility to make sure passengers got on with a mask. Like they handed us, well, when I came back from furlough, they had it in place where each schedule was supposed to have a certain number of masks and make sure that all the passengers wear them the whole trip, which is so difficult to do. Motorcoach, when I first started this job, I had a trainer to tell me Motorcoach is basically a daycare on wheels, and it's so true. Trying to tell grown adults to do this and do that, and it's just crazy. A lot of our work got canceled. We were not pulling runs like we used to. A lot of schedules were getting canceled and cut because of ridership going down, and they were taking a lot of us off of furlough, having us come back to work. It was just a hot mess. I was a regular driver before the pandemic. I had a set run from Boston to White River Junction, and then from Boston to Syracuse, New York. That was my run. When I came back from furlough, Boston had like 21 runs before the pandemic. When I came back from furlough, Boston only had 4 or 5. So I was back on the extra board, and I would sit on the extra board 2 to 3 days at a time before I got called for a piece of work or a run. And I was just like, this is crazy. Y'all brought us off of furlough for this. My first week, I get paid weekly working out of Boston. My first week only made $250 coming back. The next week, $600. The next week after that, I was $900, and then it went back to $600. And I was like, Boston is expensive. it's very pricey to live in that area. And I was like, you know what, I can't keep doing this. And I just, try to hold on. Hopefully things will turn around and make it big. But it wasn't. So I was like, I don't want to leave a job that I've been at almost 2 years that I enjoyed doing, but a lot of other stuff was like pushing me away from the job. Like drivers were like quitting left and right or getting fired. Management was getting laid off, and it was just like, dang, you just didn't know what to expect next. The company themselves have closed down 7 to 8 locations. So 7 to 8 cities of drivers have to either relocate or be not permanently, but be for real unemployed. And I was like, oh no, like this is crazy. But at the end of the day, it's a company business decision. So there are pros and cons. Just right now during a pandemic, it's no pros at the moment. It's, you don't know what to expect day to day. You have to argue with grown people to wear a mask on the bus the whole time. And a lot of schedules, they cut out a lot of breaks. The schedules are tight knit together to get people on connections. And I was like, I can't take this no more. So that's why I decided to leave that and money. I was like, I'm not getting paid or rewarded. I'm not getting rewarded to sit here and not make no money. That's how I saw it. So, I mean, that's just what it is. When I was on furlough, that extra $600 a week helped a lot. It basically is what I made. Basically made like a little bit over $1,000 a week through Greyhound. So, and it was like easy laid back work run. I worked 6 days off too. Work 6 days off too. That's how my schedule was rotating before the pandemic. And then I did some stuff while on furlough. I bought land. I reevaluated my life. I was calm for once and stress free. And I was like, you know what? Unfortunately, Greyhound is not where it seemed like it's going to be at. And like I said, I love my job at Greyhound. It's just with the pandemic, things are really tight. And I would say I'm paranoid. I had a sense of paranoia that you don't know what to expect. You hear stuff about other people getting laid off more, and they took people off of furlough to put them back on furlough. So it was just a hot mess right now. But I don't know. Maybe after the pandemic, I'll make a better pros and cons video. But right now, this is like of what it is going on in our time right now.